Malky, a trip to play Ferencvaros. It's the second year of the Women's Champions League in this format. So firstly, has it been difficult to do some scouting? And secondly, if you were able to get through to the Champions League, which basically mirrors the men's format, with 6 games, 3 home, 3 away, do you think that would be transformative to the women's game in Scotland?
Yeah, I think it would be monumental if we managed to progress. It has been difficult to get footage of Ferencvaros, but we've got a great analytical team here who've managed to pull 3-4 stroke games. One of the games being their latest game there. So it's been good. Yeah, we've been able to do our due diligence on our opposition. So we're really looking forward to the challenge. There's a lot of excitement around it. I think some of the players do have Champions League experience, some of them don't. The vast majority of our team do have that international experience as well. So we're really looking forward to the challenge that's going to throw us.
You said it'd be monumental to progress. Obviously, it's difficult. It's a semi-final, then a final, and then another round. But how confident are you of just getting through these next 2 games in Greece?
I think what we have done is we've had a real attention to detail since the start of our pre-season and last year as well. And I think the way that we go about it, the processes we use, actually help us. The staff that's round about us, the players' commitment. So yeah, we're confident in our ability to try and progress. It's going to be difficult because the opposition that we're facing, have a bit more experience than us. In terms of the Champions League, but yeah, we're confident enough. I think at Rangers Football Club, you must really embrace these challenges that are put in front of you. Do
you think this is the level that Rangers should be at every year, being at least in this stage of the Champions League?
I think come time it's going to be an expectation, same as the men's game, that that you have the size of club, the history behind the club, and certainly we have the backing of our directors, the whole club, that we have that one club ethos, and that the expectations are probably going to become the same as the men's.
Good. Malky, Scotland have played Hungary 3 times fairly recently. Have your Scotland players been able to give you any insight on the Ferencvaros players?
We've actually, you're right when you say the Ferencvaros team's littered with international players. We have really focused on them last season. I think that they're running last season, they had, I think, 4 or 5 straight wins last season. They then played that tournament that they played in, and they played Freiburg, I think it was. So we've managed to get footage of that. We've managed to detail their style of play, what they're likely to have in terms of their principles of play, and then we then go and put a game plan together for the strengths that we have, and come tomorrow night at kick-off time, we'll once we cross the white line, we'll see exactly where we are.
Have you had a chance yet to see the ground?
Not yet, no. We have a delegate, we have our staff. Amy's away looking at the pitch and that just now, so they'll report back to us.
I was going to say, Malky, what do you see as the biggest challenge in these games?
I think probably the biggest challenge is the fact that we're new to it, and it's like proof of concept, if you like, just what we did last season. Being able to go the whole season undefeated, nobody would have probably ever thought we would have done that. But I think it's going to be one of those ones that once we complete this game, we'll know exactly where we are, and hopefully the girls will gain confidence from that in order to take them further on.
And obviously it's a bit of a cliche, but is it a case of saying to them, you play the game, you don't play the occasion, like don't be overawed by the reputation of the tournament, you just go in and do your own thing?
I think what we do is we have a game plan, and anything we do, the same as we have a training plan every day. So we break everything down really, really specific, day by day. So we'll have a game plan. We'll watch our opposition, and we'll tie that and marry that into our strengths, and then we'll see where we are from there.
I'm guessing it's pretty hot out there. Just how big a concern is the heat?
I think it'll be one of those ones. It's the same for both teams. I think nowadays with the information that we have, you know, since we've come out here, we've had a diet plan put together for actually being here and training here and playing here, hydration. So all those kind of considerations have been taken into account by the sports science, and I think it's great the strength and depth that we have to not just our squad but our staff as well. We have people in place that'll look after small details, which hopefully will help us get through the game.
You've spoken a lot about the one club philosophy at Rangers. Just how special would it be to have both the men's and women's team in the group stages?
I think the pride would come into place. I think the girls want to do so well for the fans and also for the backing that the club have gave them. You know, I think there's a real affinity the girls have with the club. You know, the interviews that some of the girls have been given to the press have been very touching for me to hear them talk in such a positive manner. So I think you know, that like any player or any staff member that's here, we absolutely want to do our best for the club. It's for, and I think that small word is really important, and we're using that a lot when we're out here, that we are working for each other.